Hello everybody and welcome back to another blind commentary of Parasyte, the Maxim, episode 8. As per usual, there's the outro if you skip that. So yeah, oh man. The second arc for the story is about to begin. This is going to be rather intense, I believe. Well, technically it could also be a third arc, depending on how you look at it. How is this going to go? Who's going to be the next big villain? Which characters are going to be coming back? Are we going to meet more parasite human symbiotic creatures? Parasite human symbiotes? I don't know. It's just all going to be rather exciting. Let's just get on with the show proper. Oh, right, this is the female we saw in the ending of the previous episode. Well, I thought he could actually sense Shinichi, but it was actually just... I mean, he still might be able to. There's something clearly strange about her. Oh, slow motion. Served! Oh! That's pretty badass. I know, I'm getting excited over something so small. It didn't even look very fancy, but that was awesome. Oh my god! Where's the dubstep music in this time? This is just so freaking awesome. How dirty, using an iron. That looked like it had an iron sheet on the end there, so it could kick harder. That's kinda dirty. That was an awesome fight scene. Really freaking cool. That's pretty horrible. His dad is falling on alcoholism. Understandably so, but still that's kind of horrible and sad and unfortunate. And all of those other human emotions. Ooh, it's snowing outside. Well, that was important thing that was actually talked about in the previous episode, that Shinichi is becoming less and less human, which is indeed a rather horrifying concept, as I'm sure, like, that kind of really goes to transhumanism kind of a subject, and that's something that I do adore thinking about, because it's rather horrifying to think about. Man, I love that idea. Okay. Also, look at the attention to the detail on this eye. It's just freaking well done. I never commented on the art before, though. It's just really freaking well done. Like, even that little scene there is pretty freaking well drawn. The art on the show is pretty magnificent, I must say. Yeah, I thought he was actually going to bury it. That's pretty cold. Yeah, that is really freaking cold and horrifying. He really is becoming less and less human. That's really inhumane thing to say. Considering that one of humanity's greatest features is its ability to feel empathy and be, you know, merciful, that is really kind of horrifying. Wow. And this music is the same as that action music or dramatic music, but just played with a very somber tone. How amazingly good, well utilized is that? Because this is an awesome track. It's a really freaking cool track, but it's utilized in a different manner here. That's pretty cool. I just adore a clever use of music that's already composed like this. He's becoming even colder and more calculated. That is... He's becoming more machine-like. Oh! That is interesting. A diet! Wow, that is an interesting thing to think about, since they were usually pseudo-cannibalistic creatures. Now, being on a diet, now that is a rather interesting change there. Are the parasites actually just going to, you know, infiltrate humanity like that? That's pretty insane to think about, I must say. Oh, coexistence. It's looking like Shinichi is more looking for conflict than the parasites. Like the parasites are being completely cold and calculative, while Shinichi is being still quite emotional. At least about parasites. Sense the soulmate. Okay, okay. Now I was wondering, when would this woman enter the picture? Because she was clearly rather important, and she has been clearly will be rather important. So I wonder, when will she enter the picture? And now it's time for her to get into the fray of things. Get into the fray. An open threat like that while others are hearing. That's pretty awesome. Intense as hell. Now we'll see the diet. Yeah, it isn't a diet at all. So yeah, it isn't a diet at all. Well, this is more of a mood-setting episode, and it certainly does that quite well. It's just a setting up episode for quite a few things and conflicts in the future, such as with that other guy and how he tends to eat people by baiting them, and he was actually lying to Shinichi pretty obviously. Of course he will be a danger in the future as well. But more importantly, the changes of Shinichi are actually the more important focus of this episode. Shinichi is becoming more inhuman, more like a parasite, except he is still quite aggressive towards a parasite, so he isn't completely cold and calculative yet. Man, what's up with that woman though? Like, she can sense other parasites, apparently, even without being a parasite herself, so that's gonna be rather interesting to see how that pans out. This all is becoming really quite intense, and I must say, I love the music direction now. I have really no complaints about the series now, on the production side of things at all. Even the music composition is fantastic, the art style, art direction and all that, and cinematography as well, is all done magnificently well. Now I kind of want to go and read the manga again to see how much they took liberties from it, but man, I love this. I love it immensely. It's really freaking intense, and I love it. I'm absolutely adoring this. That's about all. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll hope to see you in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Ganmu out. Thanks for watching.